Are the Detroit Lions done in free agency, particularly with the secondary? Last year, we brought in 3 secondary players in free agency and then 1 in the draft. And this year, if you include Emmanuel Moseley, we have brought in 3 cornerbacks in the secondary. And is there room for 1 more? Are the Detroit Lions going to try to add any more players to the secondary? Carlton Davis III restructured his contract today. Here is how it was broken down coming from Aaron Wilson. Says Lions Carlton Davis restructure, $6 million signing bonus. Salary cap figure for 2024 is $4.529 million. Due $21.597 million total compensation in 2024. Previously scheduled for $14.352 million salary cap figure and $14.5 million in 2024 under traded contract. Partial 2024 base salary and partial per game active roster bonus treated as option after signing bonus for salary cap purposes. So that was a lot being said, but I believe all in that he took a $4.5 million pay cut. Carlton Davis III did. So I guess with each passing day, the trade is looking better and better. Now, with that being said, do we have a starting cornerback opposite Cam Sutton? Can we even say Cam Sutton is still the starter? I believe Cam got some type of perk today, salary bonus, roster bonus, something went into effect today, if I'm not mistaken. But are you confident that the number 1 and 2 cornerbacks are on the roster? Now, a lot of you guys kind of are done with Cam Sutton, not pleased with his services from last year. And there's a guy we talked about almost 2 weeks ago who was cut by the Buffalo Bills. He's on the thumbnail, of course, Mr. Tre'Davious White. Now, the reason that I brought up his name, and we're making another video about him, because I saw this last night and it got me to thinking. This is coming from Mike Garofalo, and it was too late last night to make a video, but says former Bills All-Pro and Pro Bowl CB Tre'Davious White has visits scheduled with the Rams and Raiders this week, with a few more teams showing interest as well, sources say. White, cut by Buffalo earlier this month, is working his way back from a torn Achilles. So here's the part right here. With a few more teams showing interest as well. Could your Detroit Lions be part or one of those teams that is showing interest in Tre'Davious White? It really all depends on how you look at it. He's coming back from Achilles, right? So he's probably not going to command a ton of money. And if you look at because Amik is more of a slot guy, if I'm not mistaken, right? So that will be able to put Brian Branch back into that safety role, which is why a lot of you guys aren't worried about a safety to replace C.J. Gardner-Johnson. So if you have a slot cornerback with Amik, then you have Emmanuel Moseley, you've got Carlton Davis. Would you be opposed to the Detroit Lions bringing in a Tre'Davious White? Now, I don't know what kind of contract he's going to command because of his injury. I don't think he's going to command a bunch because you're coming off that injury, right? How much can you command coming back from an injury like that? You're probably going to be on some type of prove-it deal. Now, he was set to make in Buffalo. He was going to have a base salary of $8.3 million. He had all these different type of things piling up that would make what his salary would be. But I would have to say that I'm thinking between $5 and $7 million on a prove-it deal. That's probably where he's at. I don't see anybody giving him a prove-it deal. So here's the thing. If we did sign Tre'Davious White, there are some pluses to that. The plus is if we sign Tre'Davious to a 1-year deal, we have pick number 29. With the way we address specifically the defensive end, that could free up pick number 29, or if Brad Holmes decides to trade back and get more capital, that could free up the draft so that we can focus on the other needs of the team. So if we brought in Tre'Davious White, you would have to think that the starters would be Cam Sutton, Carlton Davis III, and then whenever they came out, Tre'Davious White could come in. So I know I made a video about him when he was cut because I do know that he's a pretty good corner, but the thing is you got to stay healthy. But a lot of times the Detroit Lions, they kind of gravitate toward injured players. I mean, who would have ever thought that we would bring back Emmanuel Moseley? And let me ask you this question. It's kind of a twofold question. Are you taking Emmanuel Moseley or Tre'Davious White when healthy? And if you brought in an Emmanuel Mosley, 2 busted ACLs, right, in 2 years, are you willing to take a flyer on Tre'Davious White? You could have those guys battle. And I tell you what, I wouldn't be mad if we did this because I don't think he's going to be starting. So I wouldn't be mad. I think Carlton is the starter. And I mean, if you guys want, since you're not very high on Cam Sutton, then Tre'Davious could push Cam. You never know. I mean, our cornerback room would be feisty. I tell you that. If we can bring those 2 guys in healthy, you would have to say that Carlton and Cam would be the starter, and then Emmanuel and Tre'Davious could push them to be better or potentially take their job. So, I mean, for the right price, I think that we have to draft D-line. I think that's our primary concern with the way that we approach free agency. So I'm going to say that Tre'Davious White is a real possibility, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, he has visits. It does not say that he has visits with the Lions, but apparently, obviously, he would have to get past the Rams and the Raiders. But I believe that the Rams just signed a cornerback as well. So let me know, Tre'Davious White, have you shut the door on him? Are you still open to it? Even though we brought in Carlton Davis, are you opposed to Tre'Davious White coming in as well? I want to say this channel is brought to you by members, subscribers, and viewers just like you. You and regular viewers are truly the lifeblood of this channel. It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week, I think, for all of us, primarily some of the way that you guys view the content, but it's okay because I would rather tell you the truth and lose a few people than try to feed you some rainbows and be dishonest with not only you, but myself. So if you were one of the subs that left, well, obviously, you probably might not watch the content anymore, but I appreciate you either way. And to the ones that stuck around, I appreciate you as well. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.